Hello and welcome to this video. Today I'm drawing a girl in a park watching a bird. When I was thinking of what to draw for this video, I was having trouble, so I ended up landing on the idea of a girl watching a bird. I took a while to decide on the sketch. I had a couple ideas for the position of the drawing, but I eventually found a setup I liked and started on the line art. I was trying to add in some line weight and pick a light source before the shading and highlighting stage. I often don't think about the light source enough with my drawings, and I didn't think much on it for this one, to be honest. It's something I need to work on to improve my art, since I want my shading and highlighting to make sense instead of just being random or coming from directions that don't make any sense. The bird was hard to draw, but he was fun to add in. I wanted the drawing to have a view close to the bird, and I wanted the girl to be further away since I wanted the bird to be what is focused on. The line art for the bench was kind of annoying. It seems like something that should be simple to draw, but it's surprisingly difficult for me. I got something I'm happy with, but it did take a while. Recently, I haven't been really wanting to draw. Any ideas I've had didn't interest me. I wasn't really having fun with art. I think I just burned myself out. But I've taken some time to step away from doing a bunch of art projects all at once and have been trying to stick with just one project at a time. Working on multiple things at once can be helpful, but it's what contributed to my burnout. That's part of why it was hard to think of something to draw for this video. I was just burned out. However, I'm starting to feel excitement about some art ideas I have. There are things I want to draw and work on and just create. Creativity is starting to be fun again. For the colors, I went with white and blue mainly for the girl. I wanted her to have summery colors since it's summer, and when I was searching for summer outfits, I saw some outfits that were white and blue combinations, and that was what I liked the best, so I went with it. For the bird, I made him a sparrow. I like sparrows, but they're difficult to draw. The feathers were probably the hardest part. I'm not entirely happy with how the feathers look, but it got to a point where I just had to leave it and move on. When it came to the background, I struggled a lot with the grass. No matter what I tried at the start, it just did not look correctly like grass. I tried some different versions of grass and eventually landed on one I liked, but I'm now aware I should probably work more on my backgrounds since I struggle with them so much. I decided to go for a combination of soft shading and cel shading. It's currently the way I like to shade. I wanted the light source to be coming from the right of the picture, so I tried to shade with that in mind, though I don't think I stuck too strictly to that. So my mom and I relaunched our Etsy shop recently. We had it in vacation mode for about a year. We did this because a lot of life stuff was going on and we didn't have the time or the energy for our shop. But now we have it open again and we are hoping to create more items to sell. It's fun getting to work on these things, and it's fun to design stickers and different products. So if you want to check out our shop after the video, then I will have a link in the description and in the comments so you can find it easily. I'm hoping to start working on improving my art, so I'm looking for people on YouTube who have playlists on certain topics like fundamentals or perspective, shading and lighting, and things like that. And I have some art books that I want to go through as well that cover some topics I want to improve in. I haven't started working on any of this yet. Right now I'm just compiling different resources and trying to figure out a way to stay consistent with learning and improving my art. So if any of you have any recommendations for resources to improve on art, like videos or books or articles or anything of the sort, I'm all ears. And I can share the resources I found with you as well if you're interested. Just let me know in the comments. For the highlights, it's the same process as my shading. I do some soft blending with my watercolor brush, and then I add in some sharper highlights with my line art brush. I like to use a light yellow for the highlights, and I use the add mode for my highlight layers since it makes highlighting easier. And here's the finished drawing. I'm happy with how it came out. I think it turned out cute. Let me know what you think of this drawing. Thank you for watching. God bless.